Yo, welcome back to Union Street, the podcast where we have the most interesting conversations on the internet with the most interesting people in the world. So look, right?
I'm scared.
I've been like, you know how they say like you chasing your white whale, your biggest catch, right? You doing what you got to do to catch it, right? So today's guest,
Wait, did you just refer to me before you give me an introduction as a white whale?
No,
like,
listen.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard.
Listen.
Like,
So we've been talking about having this conversation for a very long time, and
is that
this
what
is
we were
my
doing,
brother.
talking? Because
Yes.
I feel like I've been chasing you to get on this show.
No. We were talking about it.
I done been on TV. I done been on the radio. I done been all over the place. And I had to chase you for this one.
No,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm keeping
we
it
put
real.
it together a couple times, right or
I'm
wrong.
just saying. Just saying.
All right, so
okay, go ahead.
Today my guest is the one and only Suraj. How you doing, Suraj?
I'm chilling, man. Al, I appreciate being here. Finally.
I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Welcome to Union Street.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on Union Street.
Man, how is everything right now with you? How's your mental health? Let's get that.
My mental health, I think my mental health is as good as can be expected. I think everybody's mental health is a little bit up and down right now. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
Right.
That has us going a little crazy.
Right.
And listen, I woke up this morning, I put my feet down, I felt something under my feet. It's a good day.
Right.
That's
what's up,
how
man.
I'm gonna look at it. It's a great day.
That's fire, bro. You look good, bro.
I
know I told you when you walked in, bro, but you look good, bro.
Just a couple months ago, man, everybody, we it's crazy. We keep talking about health is wealth, health is wealth, health is wealth, and we're chasing everything else for wealth. Mm-hmm. So I just needed to make a lifestyle change. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna try this journey, and that's it. I'm on this journey.
Bro, you killing it, bro.
Appreciate you, man. That means the world to me.
I would stand in solidarity with you, but pasta is just phenomenal. It's just too good.
Nah, man, you know what's crazy, bro? Being a big guy all my life, man, it's honestly, I finally realized it's mind over matter.
Nah, for sure.
Because for real, don't get me wrong, I'd be out with wifey and I'd be like, yo, I want to go have that. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to fall back and just eat my salad. You know what I mean?
Right. So a lot of people may know you, you know what I'm saying, for being who you are. I got my notes, bro. I got some questions for you, bro.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I like this.
I want to start at the beginning, bro.
Okay.
I want to start at the beginning.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something to you, and I want you to tell me what it means to you.
Okay, so I'm just whatever first thing off my top of my head.
This my first thing.
Okay.
37 Dales Avenue, apartment 625.
It's my stomping grounds, man. It's where everything that I have and everything that I've done comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. That's my apartment in Marion. You're gonna make me cry, man. Don't make me cry the first 2 minutes of the say. Nah, listen, because you know what it is, to me, it's where I grew up. It's my stomping grounds. It's what made me. It's what taught me the streets. It's what taught me. It's what taught me to be who I am. But when I think of that a lot, that takes me back to those are the times that I was together with my mom, my dad, and my brother.
Okay.
And since they're all gone, that's where you're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry, bro.
Because that's it's not only the projects, not only what made me, but we left the projects when I was 16 and a half, going on 17. And then from there, everything was spread. My brother was married. He wasn't with us. He was in his own house. Mm-hmm. Then after that, you know what I'm saying, my brother passed away. Then it was just me and my mom and my dad. So that to me is the time when I was together with my family, my core four. So that's what really means the most to me about that address. That's what I remember everybody from, and everybody remembers me from.
Okay, that's fire, bro. Yeah, because early on, I didn't. First of all, nigga, I did not know you was Indian. That's one. I thought you was Dominican or some shit.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Que lo que.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I didn't know you was from the town. I thought you was because a lot of times when I met you, it was a lot of people moving in and around the city, coming from other places.
The thing that people don't realize is a lot of people still say, yo, I can't believe you from Marion. Mm-hmm. The problem is you got to understand, we going back to 96. You're going back to 83, 85, whatever it may be, to 96. We're talking 30 years ago. Right. So the people that are there now, they don't know a lot of the people that was there before. Mm-hmm. They only know the people that was there before if they're still there or if their family's still there.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like
that generational
yes,
shit.
like me, I was there and I'm gone and I don't have no family that's still there. So that's the difference in my opinion of you know how when you say, oh, you from there, but I don't know you, but that's why you don't know me.
All right. Okay. What would you say was the thing that drove you? I want to know your favorite sneaker, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's easy.
But what was the thing that drove you into shoot sneakers? Was it always fashion or was it?
Oh nah. So like a lot of people don't know. Like when I was coming up, like I did not, bro. All right. So you gave me the address.
Right.
All right. So I lived in the PJs.
Right.
So 92. Asked my mom for the Jordan Bordeaux 7s. You remember the commercial? MJ and Mike, you know, the other Mike, the king, in the commercial. And I'm like, yo, ma, I need these. She's like, yo, how much are they? I'm like, oh, they like 120, 130. She's like, our rent is 110. You do the math. Feel me?
That's tough.
So like, it was never like when I got into the sneaker thing, like it was unintentional. Like I moved out of the PJs, had my first kid at 19, my wife was 18, and I had a job. And that's when I started buying sneakers, but not like crazy collecting or nothing. And the way that I got into the sneaker business is that's the question you're asking, right?
Yeah. Like
the way that I got into the sneaker business was actually really, really crazy. But when my mom's had got sick in 2006, right when she got diagnosed with cancer, I had a third bedroom in my crib.
I was
you know what I'm saying?
about that.
And the thing was, I had like maybe like 18 pairs of sneakers. And when we put the hospice bed in there, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm sorry I took over your sneaker room.
Right.
And it wasn't just like 18 pairs of sneakers. And then what happened was my mom passed away May 25th, 2006. And around like end of June, early July, I got a box in the mail. And it was one piece of Nike stock and it was framed. And it said, a piece of Nike you won't wear out, love mom. And I wear it on my wrist. Like I would never put a company's name on my wrist, but it says Nike on my wrist because that's what my mother wrote. And I went to my aunts and they told me that she knew how much you love sneakers. She's wanted to leave you something.
Right.
So that's what turned me into the whole, like, yo, could this be a business? Could this do something else? Because, like, I never thought a day in my life I'd be an entrepreneur. I thought I was just going to be a dude with a career trying to, you know, work his way up to the companies and just have a job. You know what I mean? Right. So, like my mom, the whole reason I'm into sneakers now and the whole reason, like, you know, the business came was because of my mother and because of her passing.
Okay. So that...
Damn, this got deep quick. Not even 5 minutes in.
Nah, I do that.
Like,
I go there.
For real.
I go there. And I wanted to touch on that too because that was important to me. Like, even when you told that story and I listened to you tell it, it affected me a little bit because it's like, damn, bro. Like, just a memory and a thought like that, you know what I'm saying? One, cancer is the worst shit ever, bro.
Oh, man, fuck cancer.
You know
and I don't even
saying?
like to curse because kids listen to me, but fuck cancer.
So, like, and when you said that, I was like, "Damn, that was deep." You know what I'm saying? That was
my life.
That was super deep. And so, your favorite sneaker?
Favorite sneaker?
Yeah.
It's crazy because like I'm still always gonna go with my favorite shoe of all time, but it's changed so much now because as you get older, you want your feet to feel good,
right?
And you want to be comfortable. But I'm gonna go back to the Air Force One because 1982. Jumped on the scene. It's still around. It's still iconic. It matches everything. You could dress it up. You could dress it down. You could do whatever you want with it. So Air Force One by far is always going to be my number one top favorite sneaker.
Okay, cool. That was my last sneaker question.
Okay. Wait, what?
That was my last sneaker question.
Wow, okay.
All right.
Damn, okay.
Because I imagine you being in the sneaker business and you haven't had dealings in the sneaker world for so long, for as long as you've had them, like you've probably had 100,000 million sneaker conversations.
That's real. I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect that.
Whereas right now, what I want to do is I want to talk about Suraj the man and the many hats you wear and how you add a hat damn near weekly. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's do it.
So from a lot of the stuff that you're involved in, right? To no, let's just go there, right? Okay. And your partnerships too. We're gonna talk about those too.
Okay, we got.
So you had your first son at 19. You had your second son at 25. Right?
26.
26. Okay. Shout out.
No, you're right. No, you're right. He right. It was 19 days before my birthday. Yep, 25. Wow. Okay, good. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Let me corrected.
You're the owner and the founder of Sneaker Room.
Yes, sir.
Right. Foundation board. What's the foundation board?
What foundation board are you talking about?
I don't know. It just says foundation board.
Okay, so that was just basically a few years ago. I was on the Jersey City Medical Center's foundation board. We had did a couple projects for the medical center to raise money for them with some of the projects that I've done with Nike and stuff like that. And then since then I've left the Jersey City Medical Center Foundation Board.
Okay.
And I've stepped up to the Jersey City Medical Center Board of Trustees for the actual hospital.
Board of Trustees at Medical
Yes,
Center.
yes.
Okay. What does that mean to you, bro?
It means I made it. Like, you know, like think about it. Think about where the conversation started. You said, yo, 37 Dales Avenue, apartment 625, Marion Projects, Jersey City. You know what I mean? Had my son at 19, never went to college, have a high school diploma, don't have no college degree. You know what I mean? And then to be able to walk into a boardroom of a hospital and talk to the CEO, talk to the CMO, talk to the CFO, talk to the other board members and be heard. That's phenomenal. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's not a title. Like all these titles that you're going to probably ask, because now I know you got all of them.
Right. I got a couple of them.
To me, they're not titles. You know what I mean? Because what I tell everybody is this: don't ask me to get involved in something if you don't want me to be honest. You know what I mean? And I don't use the word. A lot of people be like, oh, because you're going to be brutally honest. I don't like that because there's no such thing as brutally honest. You're either honest or you're not, because honesty sometimes is hard to take. It's hard to give. And I just think that, like, you know, like being that where I come from, I understand people. That's why I love being on boards and working with people, because I get to give the people's perspective.
Facts.
I get to tell them what I know, not what I think of how people are coming up or how people need or what people want, because I was one of those people.
Okay.
It's not like I was just given all of this and, you know, and then I got it, so I don't understand how to get it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, for sure. Bro, you don't have no professional business training as far as
None whatsoever. None
like
whatsoever.
going into business.
Nothing.
You just start with a
Nothing.
blank slate.
Bro, listen, man. If you ask me now, what do I think about college and
Right.
like how I'm pushing my youngest son to college, it's because a lot of people say the degree doesn't mean nothing. It's a piece of paper, blah, 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 blah. That's cool if that's what you think. What I just think is there's certain things that I could have learned in college about business that I wouldn't have had to go to a CPA, to an accountant, to a financial literacy person, to a business manager. There's stuff that I could have learned on my own. Like I still need those people in my life, but there's stuff that I would have knew on my own. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have made so many mistakes.
Okay.
Because you make a lot of mistakes as you go because you're not formally trained. You don't know how to set up a LLC. You don't know what the difference of a LLC and a partnership or a sole proprietorship or a corporation is. You don't know all that stuff.
Right.
And that's the stuff that they do teach you. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not saying that college is for everyone, because like I'm not one of those people that are into books. But I think that formally I could have learned a lot more stuff, and maybe it would have made my journey a little easier. But I still, you know, I like it, man. I like my journey. I got no regrets, no things.
Bro, so no professional business training. Well, you learned as you went, right?
Okay.
No college degree.
Yep.
Right? But you are speaking at graduations.
I mean,
and
I spoke
like
at
you
a couple.
said, you spoke at a couple of graduations. What is that conversation like? And when you spoke at your first one, did you go back and forth with yourself?
The crazy thing is, and my wife laughs about this, but the crazy thing is I tend to not write nothing down. Like even today as I was coming here, my wife was like, did he send you some questions prior to you coming?
Absolutely not, man.
No, but I'm just saying, no. I now, of course, on Union Street, that don't happen on Union Street. But I'm just saying, because a lot of other stuff that I've went to, they've given me a script and said like, hey, this is what we're going to ask you, just to have you prepared so it's not off your dome.
Right.
And I tend to just do everything off the dome.
Right.
You know, like even at a graduation or like at career days, I do not write stuff down because first of all, I vibe off energy.
Right.
And second of all, like, I don't want to tell you a story. I want to talk to you. When you write stuff down, it's a script, it's a story. I don't want to give you that because then that's what you're getting. Right. I want to see the room. I want to read the room and I want to talk. And like the first couple graduations that I spoke at, it was real because to be very honest with you, like I wasn't supposed to graduate high school. Like I missed more days than you're allowed to my senior year because my brother passed away. And quite frankly, I think the only reason that I graduated was because the teachers and the principal felt bad for me losing my brother, you know, the night before my 18th birthday. And they just passed me just to let me pass. So like it's surreal, first of all. But also like I just like to be able to talk to the youth and tell them like, yo, I sat where you sat. I know what you're feeling. Because a lot of times when you go into these rooms at career days and all that stuff, everybody's wearing a suit and a tie and the kids don't relate to it. The kids just want to be like, yo, tell me your story. Chop it up with me. Kick it with me. And that's what they want. And that's what I try to do.
Right. So
It's real.
County Prep High Tech High School Business Advisory Board.
Yes.
You still doing that?
Yes, sir.
What is that like for you?
It's cool. Like, that's actually kind of fun to me. I just took a call while I was in Portland the other day. I took a Zoom call. It's great, man, because, it's telling these kids like what business is about, trying to, school them on that stuff, trying to help them with mentoring programs or trying to help them with internships. Like we take interns, in the summer at the store and try to get them the real world experience. We were actually working with a new company, Hudson Partnership CMO, that deals with a lot of students with, just with issues. I'm not gonna say what kind of issues, but with issues.
Right, for sure.
And we're gonna actually be going into like start mentoring them and actually maybe doing some of that mentoring at the store, which is actually really cool. And it's fun because, like I get to go into a school and kick it, man. I dress like this when I go to the boardrooms. I dress like this when I go into schools. I don't put a shirt and tie on because I don't feel like I have to. Because I feel like you don't care about how I look, you care about what I say.
Right.
So that's the difference.
One of the best programs, one of the best things that you do a lot of shit, bro. And I tell you all the time, you never.
Try. Nah, you always, my brother.
I'm always amazed by the shit that you do, the rooms that you sit in, because, like you said,
I'm amazed, dog, at the rooms that I sit in sometimes.
It does inspire hope, bro. It's like, damn, bro. Especially like if you know your story, like you coming from where you coming from, you lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even early on in business.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But your program that I'm truly, I loved watching it. I love seeing it, is business entrepreneur student teaching,
or shortly known as BEST. Yeah,
that's fire, bro.
That was that's a very, very proud moment for me, man, and for my team. There was a couple years ago when we moved out of Jersey City to the suburbs. Which I didn't want to. Shout out to Mel. You got me in the suburbs. Shout out to Mel. But when we moved out the suburbs, there was a program called TREP. And my son, Destin, my youngest, took it. And basically it was about teaching you how to start your business, how to fund your business, and then also actually taking the business into being reality and doing it. And I watched this program, and it was written by teachers. So it was great. It was great. I have nothing negative to say about the program. But I was just like, man, as an entrepreneur and someone who started his own business, like I could do something like that.
Right.
And I went back and I looked at it and I was like, these are the things that like they taught him that I would change. These are the things that I think were little mishaps. And when my son took it, it was in the suburbs. And when you're in the suburbs, usually the parents have the money to do those kind of projects, to fund those kind of businesses.
Right.
But in the city, a lot of times the parents don't have that money, that extra money to fund those businesses and do that. So I came up with the idea. I was like, yo, what can I call this? And I was like, yo, we could call it Sneaker Room's BEST, Business Entrepreneur Student Teaching. And I was like, all right, so like, me, I make a phone call. Yo, can I teach this in the school? And they're like, you need a curriculum. I'm like, oh man, hold up. So I went back and I wrote the curriculum.
Right.
I wrote the workbook. We actually, which really cool, Jamie, one of my close friends, my sister, she's the principal at number 7 middle school in Jersey City. She helped me a lot with the curriculum. Then we actually showed it to teachers there, and they helped me a lot with the curriculum. So it wasn't just Suraj writing it. And that's where we took it to. And then we actually last year took it, from concept to reality. We did our first program. We did a 12-week course.
Right.
Taught 150 students, turned it into it. And then, shout out to Adidas. It's kind of funny, but 2 weeks ago, we just got the funding to do it again in January. So, okay, you already got that written. So it's coming back. So we're doing round 2. And then actually it's turning into a little bit more because like we just announced the other day, and you're more than welcome to come. I think it's the 11th or 12th of this month up in Jersey City at the Cove in Greenville.
Okay.
We actually partnered with Hudson Partnership CMO, and we took in Sneaker Room's BEST and now did a pitch contest.
Right.
So not only teaching the program, it'd be like a mini Shark Tank. Okay. And we got JP Morgan Chase involved, which like that's the crazy thing. When I get to throw out these names, like these companies are involved, it's amazing. But now these are kids that are going to get to pitch us their ideas, and we're going to talk to them.
And people need to hear this, right? When you say names like JP Morgan, you say you on the board of trustees, you starting programs, you writing plans to teach kids about business. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it is like something that people don't understand, and I'm still trying to find the right partner or bank that wants to work with me. So if anybody's listening, call me. But the first thing that we need to teach these kids, well, there's 2 things. Let me go back and let me rephrase it. First thing is we need to teach the kids soft skills because of the phones, because of the internet, because of the keyboards, because of the Chromebooks, kids don't know how to talk to each other. Like, see how me and you were here rocking? They don't know how to look at each other in the eyes. They don't know how to shake hands. You know, not only that, but the schools have taken away penmanship and cursive.
That's a fact.
So we're not even teaching the kids how to sign their name on the back of a check.
That's a fact.
That's like kind of crazy to me. And then the second thing that we need to teach them is financial literacy.
Right.
Because a lot of times the kids don't get it from the parents because the parents don't have it. But we need to teach these kids about checking accounts, saving accounts, building your credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like at an early age, you can have good credit so that you set up for when you want to buy a crib, when you want to do this, you want to do that, or like even a prepaid credit card. Like you don't have to have good credit to start it, but that's the thing that's missing because those are the things that the world wants us not to know. Because that's how the world keeps us down.
Right.
But if we teach people that at an early and young age, we get them to step up. And that's really what I'm trying to do. Like, I want to empower.
And that's fire, bro. Because, like, how many bedrooms was your first apartment? Not your first apartment, like the apartment you grew up in.
Oh, it was 2 bedrooms, but it was me and my brother up until, he moved out and got married. We shared a bedroom. And you talking a 10-year difference. Yeah. So you talking let's go back to 1990. My brother was still living with us, right? I'm 10 years old. He's 20 and we sharing a bedroom in the PJs.
Right.
And then mom and dad got the other bedroom. We got one bathroom. Small living room, small dining room, not even a dining room, table just in the hallway because marrying. Right, and then we still, we got a wash machine. There's no dryers. We got a wash machine in the crib. You drying everything by hand or hanging in it.
Hanging that shit
and
up.
then let's be real. You still flipping a light on when you go into the kitchen and get something in the middle of the night so the roaches scatter. Know that. You pop that on and stay out for a minute like, okay, hold up.
Let it clear out.
And you know what I'm saying? And you got your cereal tied up as tight as you can because they get in the box. So you're trying to keep them out of the bag.
And I feel like it's important that we talk about that because like a lot of times, like I said, I didn't know I thought you was Dominican, right? So we that's my last time I forget that.
You could have just said Latin. You put it on a specific.
Nah, like dead ass. I'm thinking
you
like
thought I was Latino.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
Okay. I'm like you know what I'm saying?
So like you say, you talk to kids and a lot of kids that may not have
all the time, bro. Like, you know what's crazy? I don't know if this happens to other people. But I'm the only person that when you get asked what you are, I have to prove to you my nationality. Right. Because nobody believes, like, I got to roll up my tattoos and be like, yo, look. And they go, it's the Indian gods. And I'm like, yeah, because that's who I am. Right. They don't, it's crazy that I have to do that. Like, a Puerto Rican don't have to tell somebody, that's where I'm from. A Dominican dude don't have to a black person don't have to tell them I'm black. They just believe you. Me, I'm like, I'm Indian. They're like, no, how? I'm like, what you mean, how?
Right.
Like,
but with that, like, a lot of times, like, your story started in a 2-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was 4 deep in a 2-bedroom apartment.
But not even, bro. I'll go back to my first apartment with my wife. I moved. Right, I was like, so when I moved out of Marion, we moved to. This is the crazy. We moved out of Marion. We moved to Woodridge, a suburb. Mm-hmm. But we didn't move into a house. We moved into another apartment. Right. Small 2-bedroom railroad apartment. Then when Mel got pregnant, we took an apartment in Jersey City up the block from the PJs. I was on Logan Avenue. So I'm literally right up the block, and I'm in a railroad apartment that's 2 bedrooms, but it's really 1 bedroom. Because you know how railroads are. You just got a room to a room. There's no door. There's no nothing. It's a railroad apartment. So, very humble beginnings, man. Very humble beginnings.
And that's that part of the story is important. Like when we got Ryder tell his story, like people need to hear that shit because it's like where you come from.
Bro,
it's
the problem is...
You wasn't born with it.
But the problem is people only see today. They only see the present. Right. They don't see the past. And that's the problem with the world in general. Not just what we're talking about, not just anything. Because you only see what a person has. You don't understand what the person had to go to get there. You don't understand what how hard the person had to fight to get there. And that's where these kids, like I try to tell them, like the other day, we brought like 14 people from Jordan Brand. They wanted a focus group in County Prep, and we did it. Mm-hmm. But I use that as they're going to get what they need, the company, to get the kids and ideas and, thoughts on the shoes, right? So I'm like, all right, you're going to do something for me. They're like, what's up? I'm like, you're going to talk to the kids and let them. And I thought it was great because I needed the kids to see these people that work for Jordan Brand that are designers, but to hear where they came from. Like, yo, I used to work at Hertz Rent-A-Car. Yo, I used to do this. Because that's what the kids don't see. The kids see me and they're like, oh, you own Sneaker Room. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, my first job was at PJ's, up the block from the projects on Logan Avenue, filling up the damn stuff with milk, which always leak. If you ever carry milk leaks, and CNC sodas. And that's what I used to do every day. Go to the basement, bring it up. Go to the basement, bring it up. People don't know that part. People don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, me and my wife both, while she was pregnant out of high school, I was out of high school, she was still in high school. We worked at a telemarketing company because that's the only job I could get. Calling people talking about, if you have an interest rate of more than 8% on your mortgage, we can help you out. We probably sure as hell couldn't help you out, but we said we could because that's what the script was and that's what paid the bills.
I got a couple of those calls today.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Al, people don't see that. People just see today. They see Raj Sneaker Room. There was a Raj before Sneaker Room. And that's what people don't know. And that's what we need the kids to know. Because if the kids only think that they have to be up here, they don't realize that you got to go like this to get there. You just don't jump.
How does that label make you feel though?
What?
The sneaker store guy.
No, you know what? Listen, it's cool first of all to have any label and be known. I mean, that's cool. But I think in the past years, couple years, like pre-COVID, I think I'm not known too much only as Suraj, a sneaker guy anymore. And at least I don't want to be known as a sneaker guy. Like, that's not what I want my legacy to be. Now I'm known as the community guy. Okay, like, listen, stop asking me questions if you got it written down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No. Talk your talk.
Yeah,
but like I'm just saying, I'm letting you know, like, we was gonna get there.
Well, that's the thing, because I want to be like, bro, like, I want to inspire. I want to capture. I want to just get people locked in. I want to get people focused, man. I want to get people to understand what life is really about, and it's not about all the bullshit. There's so much more to it. So that's what I'm trying to get away from, just being the sneaker guy. You know what I mean?
Right. So with that, you've sat in a lot of different rooms involving like moving Jersey City forward.
100%, man.
You know
that's what we need to do.
So what is your goal as far as, like, what would be your input as far as like moving the city forward? Like, what does the city look like if you got your way? What does the city look like?
I mean, the city looks great as it is. First of all, the city's doing great.
Place.
You know, there's problems with every city though. It's not just Jersey City because, you know, listen, the taxes are really getting high there for people that do own their houses, that have owned their homes for years, and sometimes they're getting taxed out. The other thing is, like, it's become so expensive to live there that the people that are really from Jersey City and the roots that are Jersey City grown are getting rooted up and they can't stay there. So, you know, but it's a hard thing because I don't think, like someone like myself, I don't think I have the answer to fix it. I don't think anybody has the answer to fix it. I think it's a work in progress. You know what I mean? But like, sure. I think that my thing that I would like to see in Jersey City, because where I'm situated and what I do, I want to see more youth programs. I want to see a community center. Like, that's my goal. Like, my goal is to build a community center in Jersey City, but not the old school rec centers where they have the boxing gym, the basketball court, because not saying there's enough of them, they need more of them, but that's not what kids are necessarily into these days. I want to see a community center that's more modern, that has a podcast room, that has a recording studio, that has a TV studio, that has, you know, stuff of that nature, stuff where we could actually do what the kids are actually getting involved in and what they want to learn. Because we've learned in the last couple of years that this stuff like TikTok influencing, podcasts can be very lucrative businesses for these youth. But the thing is, they don't have places to do it at, or only in their house. Or some people don't do it because they're ashamed of the house. Like, I was ashamed of growing up in the projects all my life. Like, like, I didn't bring friends over to the PJs, man. It just didn't happen. And I think that's what I want to do. So, like, you know, and I've been in talks with, you know, the people in the city now, and, you know, when this comes out, you know, tomorrow's the election. So the election already be gone and it will be done over. So whoever becomes, you know, the new mayor of Jersey City, like, that's really what I want to do. I want to start working on the program to actually get a community center built in Jersey City where we can do stuff for the youth and we can help them, because the kids need a place to go. And that's the main thing.
So you
damn, this is like real. Wow, I wasn't expecting all this.
Nah, I got you, bro. Like, shout
out to Union Street, bro. Matter of fact, you gotta change that. Take the abbreviation off, because this thing is real. You gotta write the whole word street, because this is real right here.
When we talk, bro, I don't think I shy away from telling you how much of an inspiration you are, and how much. Man. No, listen, bro. Let me get my shit off real quick.
Okay.
You inspire people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people look at you and they be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You've invited me into your home. A lot of people don't get to see that.
I cooked hibachi for you.
You know, you cooked hibachi for my first time having hibachi. You feel me? But like, you really are an inspiration, because it's like, you didn't get to where you got to as far as success, right? And you got the sneaker room, whatever. And you've been in these rooms, but you never Change. Like you said, you could probably strap on a suit and a tie. You feel me? But you talk to your people. You talk for your people. That's fire.
But you see, the thing is though, the problem is how people measure success. Like you see me, I don't measure success by wealth. I don't measure success by what I have. I don't measure success by what someone says about me. What I measure success is what you just said, which was actually really, really heartfelt. When someone says, yo, you an inspiration, that's success to me. Like, because I know somebody who has $2 million, $3 million, and I don't think anyone ever said that to them. You get what I'm saying? So that's the problem. The problem with the world is people are chasing almost like a false narrative when they talk about success.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is, how do you really gauge success?
Right.
Because not everybody needs a couple $1 million.
For sure.
Not everybody needs a 10-bedroom house. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. I came from the projects and I own a house. That is success. It don't matter how big it is, don't matter how small it is. We have a house. That's it. Didn't have one growing up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's also like with the youth, and not only the youth, but even older people like ourselves. Because the problem is we chasing something that, yo, you might never get to, so then you think you're not successful. But the problem is what you do have is your success. So people don't even realize how successful they really are because they're chasing what other people's success is.
Right.
And that's the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about that.
You know why I think of you as a success? You know what I'm saying? The same reason I look at you as a success. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the story he just told me, Rod, that's my brother, but he behind the cameras, but I just congratulated him because that's huge.
Y'all brothers is just like, y'all come from, like me. We come from humble beginnings. We've persevered through everything that we could have got
100%.
sidetracked by. You know what I'm saying? And then we all have beautiful families.
But you taking it lightly on yourself, because think about it. You come from the same humble beginnings.
No.
Hold on. But you served our country. Hold on. And now you're a fireman.
Right.
Like, so hold up. And then you have a beautiful family, kids and all.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's success. But see, to another person, because you don't have $5 million in the bank.
Right.
Oh, he's just a worker. He's not successful.
How you know I ain't got $5 million in the bank?
I'm just saying. No. All right, man. So if that's the case, let me hold something.
No.
I'm saying, you want my Zelle?
I'm saying,
you got that $5 million. Like, what's up?
You know,
if you gonna do
that,
you send over the Zelle, bro.
So,
like.
That's what I'm saying.
So shout out to Union Street, because I didn't know this was a paid podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's not free. I'm getting my check before I leave.
It's not you do it for the love. No, but listen, that's what I'm saying. Like a story that I could relate to. Like, damn, bro. Like, it's a miracle. You feel me? But it's possible. You feel me? And I look at you. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? That's
listen,
bro. And it's like
I tell everybody this, because everybody always says, Suraj, what's the key to all of this? Or they always say, like, yo, all right, perfect example. I had a gentleman that came in the store this weekend and we were shopping it up, and he did a 12-year bid. Came home doing good now, whatever. And this is what I always tell the kids. You know what the difference with that gentleman and myself is?
I'm sorry.
One wrong decision. That's it.
That's it.
One mistake. Nothing else.
That's what bro said.
There's nothing that I did different in my life. There's nothing he did different. He chose one thing to do it. I chose not to do it. That's it. That's what the kids don't understand, because they look at him and be like, oh, he did 12 years. Yo, this dude did that. And I'm like, Suraj did this. I'm like, yo, Suraj could have did that route too.
Exactly.
Came close a couple times. Yo, real talk.
What you say, bro? 5 seconds or some shit. Like, what you say? Like 5 seconds, right?
Yeah. 5 seconds change your whole life. That's what I'm saying. And the thing about it is, we're always put into that situation. Like, even to this day, like, I'm always like, bro, something happened this weekend. And shout out to my son Destin. He was with me. He was like, Dad, there's cameras around, because I was about to flip. Like, you know, and not flip like, you know, like not flip physically, but I was gonna flip verbally on somebody.
Right.
And he was like, Dad, people know who you are. People don't fall back.
I've seen you in situations catch yourself.
And he pulled me back because I have to. But sometimes the problem is, bro, we still human.
Yeah,
we still who we are. We still come from where we come from. Sometimes you can't pull back, and you just have to be who you are.
Nah, for sure, bro. I think it's major, bro. Like the stuff that you're doing, it's like I'm still, like I said, even I'm amazed. Like, and I told bro when he just told us the good news that he told us.
That was great, man. I'm
like,
so happy for you, Rob.
bro.
Shout out to my brother.
So much so when I come to the store and I see that line stretching down the street.
We haven't seen that in a couple of years. I need one of those lines.
I feel that in my heart, bro. I be excited. I be happy, bro.
But you know what the thing about it is, I always tell people, because people always talk about, like, and you talked about like what we do and how we do our community stuff. And the thing that I need people to understand is, it's not me doing it. Like, yo, the only reason we're able to do the stuff that we do to give back is because people come to the store.
Right.
Because the problem that people don't understand is Suraj is not rich. So all these donations, all these charity drives, it's not Suraj's money, it's their money.
The people's
You know what I
money.
mean? Like when you come to my store, like yourself, if you buy a pair of Air Force Ones, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just use white on whites. They're $115. I can't tell you the exact amount, if it's $2, if it's $5, but some part of your purchase is going into our givebacks.
Right.
Because that's the way that we fund our givebacks. They come from the store. So that's what I always tell people, like, yo, like, you want to go to Foot Locker? Cool, we got the same stuff Foot Locker got. You want to go there? Go there. But why wouldn't you want to come support a small business that'll give you a couple dollars off as a discount because you're from the neighborhood?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you what the problem is. The problem is your people in your own hood and the people in your own community don't support you. Right. They rather support somebody or a store that's either big box owned or by someone who is not from the area, just because they think that if they give you their money, oh, we supporting this dude. No, you supporting the community. And I laugh at that all the time because, like, a lot of people that I grew up with, like, yo, like, they wear sneakers. They don't come to the store. It's so funny. Like, I saw somebody the other day. I was like, oh, you got new white on whites. He was like, yeah. I was like, wow, didn't see you at the shop.
Right.
Like, okay, cool, my brother. But then, you know, like, how can you keep saying, yo, you proud of me, you know, this and that, because you're not even supporting me?
2 questions as far as that goes. What is the discount conversation go like?
I'm always open to a discount conversation, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? But the problem is, like, how much do you want of a discount so that I can still pay my staff?
Right.
Because people don't realize, like, yo, we actually buy the shoes from Nike. You get what I'm saying? But then people don't understand, like, yeah, there's a markup. Okay, cool, you make some profit.
Right.
But you got rent. You got insurance for the building. You got workman's comp. You got workman's disability. You got staff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about it. Minimum wage is whatever. It's $15.75 an hour. I don't pay anybody minimum wage. So you know people are making their money because you got to pay people so that they can live. You can't only be the only person living. So that's what people don't understand. Like, if you give out a 30% discount, where are you making money? Because that leaves you 20% on your profit margin, but your rent alone is probably 10% of your profit margin.
Right.
So what do you have left? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm always down for a discount. Or to be honest with you, yo, a lot of people come to the store, Raj, I need shoes for me and my kids. Yeah, cool, you're getting 4 pairs of shoes. Let's rock. You know what I mean?
Like, that shit, that get on my nerves, bro. Like, even sometimes when we at the bar, you know what I'm saying? And people come in like, yo, I need to get these. I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
No, but you see, I don't get frustrated or aggravated or anything by that for one reason.
I'm not saying you do.
No,
do.
But the truth of the matter is, I'm happy because those people are actually showing support for the business and asking those questions.
Right.
And saying they want that shoe.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only thing that I ask is, there's a lot of hot stuff that comes out. Don't only come for that, because that's the problem. Everybody always wants me to bless them with the hot stuff, but you don't support the store on the regular stuff. So why would I make sure you have that?
No,
it just doesn't go hand in hand.
Right.
Like, you want a shoe that's limited, but you didn't come in for 6 months and buy a white Air Force One or a black Air Force One.
And you going to get those.
That's what I'm saying, because it's everyday shoes. You know what I mean? Or come in and buy a hat, buy a T-shirt. That's all. That's one question. What's number 2?
As far as business goes, how do you handle the business of business and the relationships around business? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you do have people we just spoke about it. You said people do have what's the word I'm looking for?
Entitlement.
Entitlement.
It's hard, man. It's hard, bro.
And you a regular dude too.
No, it's hard because people don't understand when you got 36 pairs of shoes, like a limited shoe that comes out, you got 36 pairs, right? And you know so many people. What do you do? Like, what do you do? People take it personal. Like, there's nights like when stuff like that happens, there's nights like that I'll go home and my wife would look at me and be like, yo, just let it go, Raj. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, you want to make everyone happy. You want to treat everybody good, but you just can't. And the problem is people take that personal. Like, I never knew that the word no was a bad word. Like, I never knew that because listen, I've been told no a lot in my life, whether it's jobs, whether it's, you know, my parents back in the day not getting me something, whether it's my wife saying no to me, whether it's a stranger saying no to me. I just never knew that no was basically a curse.
It's like people like treat it like you shot them in the chest with a cannonball.
Well, that's the thing. When you say no to somebody, it's like you told them F you. And I'm like, what? Like, damn, like, no? I'm like, that's the new one? Okay, I didn't know that.
Right.
So it's rough. I try to take it with a grain of salt, but I take it personal a lot because one thing about me that a lot of people might not know is I am a very sensitive and emotional person. Like I put on this rough demeanor, you know, because you got to be, you know, tough for the streets. But I'm a very emotional and sensitive person, like how you said about mental health, and that's the stuff that bothers me. Back in, you know, what I mean, like when I say no to something, and you take that personal, or you don't talk to me because of that. It's like, and trust me, bro, like I've lost a lot of. I'm not even gonna say friends because they weren't friends.
Couldn't have been.
I lost a lot of acquaintances over the years,
Right.
because of situations like that. So it's rough. It's rough.
I told a story about when I wanted the Great Fives when they came out when you opened up the Bayonne location.
But I got you them this time.
You got me them this time. Yeah,
Like I
did.
fixed it. I fixed it.
I told her, I was like, yo, something happened. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
it was
just
like, bro,
miscommunication.
like, what you want me to do? Now, you know what I'm saying? And at that moment, I was like, man, this is bullshit. You know what I mean?
And
But
now
at
I'm
the
on
end
this
of the day-
podcast. You feel me? So
But
we got
at
to
the
be normal.
end of the day, like, you can't please everybody, and sometimes stuff happens. You feel me?
You try your best, and like, it's like anything in life. You try your best to do what you can. It's the same thing with like, yo, I'll be honest with you. Like, look at a cop. A cop see his homeboy doing something. He gotta arrest him.
Nah, for sure.
You can't just look it over, let it go. So it's the same thing.
I
like,
would hope not.
I mean, I hope not too. You know. I hate it.
I would hope not.
All right. Done with that one. Next.
Yeah, again, I want to go back to the family, bro, because
Yeah.
like the way you prioritize and uplift your family, I think that's so fire, bro. Like your family is like just like regular people. They cool.
My brother,
your wife,
my
your
brother.
sons.
First of all, let's break it down. I've been with my wife more than half my life. We've been married 26 years together, 28 years.
Blessings.
She is my ride or die. We've been through everything we've been through. And there's been times like, you know, like, listen, I lost my first house that we bought together in foreclosure. And she stuck right by my side and held my hand, and we stayed together. So that's my ride or die. So realistically, everything that we have family-wise is on Mel. I will say that because she's not the most emotional person, and she doesn't show her emotions, but the love that she gives to myself and the kids and the backbone that she is of our family is superb. And the truth of the matter is, being that, you know, I lost my brother at an early age, and then had my first son, and then had my second son after Mel had a major medical problem, and then my mom passed away right after that. That's my kids and my wife mean the world to me. Like there's nothing that I wouldn't do for them. There's nothing I wouldn't give up for them. Like I don't understand how some people just don't value family. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's my world.
Man,
you know what I mean?
You got me about to go hug my kids.
Yeah, nah. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, you know what I always tell people, the thing that they don't get you ready for is for your kids to grow up.
Right.
Because, like, I'm so grounded and rooted that I've always had my kids with me. Like, now my oldest son, you know, living in Barbados at med school, like, yo, I miss him, bro. Like, I call him every day in the morning. I call him every night. And it's like, yo, sometimes we don't have nothing to say because he's studying. I just be like, yo, I miss you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even my son Destin, like, you know, he's still in the house and all. He goes to college. He works with me at the store. But I still make it an effort that every night, like, yo, to go upstairs, knock on his door in his room and be like, yo, Des, I love you. Good night. Like,
That's
you know what I'm
fire,
saying?
bro.
I still, you know, and they don't like it, but I'll be like, my boys are grown, but I'll be like, yo, give Pops a hug.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
for
because
sure.
I need that, like, all jokes aside, because that's my world. And what's crazy about it is, like, family's so deep to me. Like, you know, just having lost my dad, you know, 3 years ago, family's so deep to me that, like, everybody always hears about Suraj, Sneaker Room, and it's shout out to my brother German. He's been my best friend since second grade.
Oh yeah, shout out to German,
We've been
bro.
through but he brought this up to me the other day, and it's crazy because we're talking. But he said, "Yo, everybody always good." Now, mind you, he's been with me. He held my hand at my brother's funeral. Right. He held my hand at my mother's funeral. He held my hand at my dad's funeral. Like, that's my brother.
Right.
And he told me the other day, he goes, "You know what's crazy, Raj? Everybody always talks about you now and where you've been and what you've done and this and that." And he's like, yo, I have to give them a reality check to be like, yo, you know that if his mother didn't pass away, he probably wouldn't even own a store because, like I told you about the stock coming.
Right.
And he's like, you know what I always tell them? Yo, you know Raj would give up everything that he has right now to have his mom back? Like, yo, you could have the store, you could have all this shit, you could do all that. And that's sometimes what people don't get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real thing. Nah, man, like, that's because, bro, like, my mother, you know, bro, like, I wear my mother on one arm, I wear my father on the other arm, I have my brother over here, you know what I mean? Like, family means the world to me because the truth is, bro, like, we don't know, tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah, what else do you have?
Well, that's the thing, bro.
If not family.
Money comes and goes, you know what I'm saying? But that's my blood. You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people always say, like, well, you know, some marriages don't work out. Cool, they don't work out. Mine is.
Right.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't look at what you have going on to say
Right.
that mine might not work.
Right.
Like I'm focused and grounded on mine working.
See,
And,
I'm trying not to curse because you said like what you said, but
Yeah,
like
no.
when people,
Well, the reason why I'm not cursing is because
The kids listen to you, and
Union Street podcast is a little bit crazy. You know, I watched them. This is a little bit different. So, like, I'm gonna post this up, and you know, I do have a lot of young people I follow.
Cool.
So I want them to be able to,
So-
they can see the curse, but listen, they heard it all anyway.
I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
Right. But when you said that about people say most men, like, bro, the numbers ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? Like I don't
exactly.
I don't have it figured out, but I'm doing the work.
But I'm
So
not in
it's
that
like,
percentile,
that's what
bro.
I'm
Like,
saying,
don't put
bro.
me, don't
See,
stereotype
bro.
me. No, that's where I think the problem is with all of us, man. Like, it's the same thing with women because women do that to themselves too. It's everybody does it to themselves.
Right.
They try to put them in these numbers and these quotas, and I'm like, yo, just leave me out that.
And
Let me
and
be
they
on
look
my
for
own.
like situations that relate to what's going on, and it's like sometimes it's not even that deep. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
All right.
I like this talk, man.
I want
This
to I
like this.
want to bounce around a little bit.
Let's do
So
whatever you
you
wanna
said
do.
something. I believe you said it. Correct me if I'm wrong. A philanthropist trying to change the world one soul at a time,
Yeah.
and not SOLE, not SOUL, right?
Yeah, because listen, I listen. My root of my business is selling shoes. Soles.
I think that's fire,
SOLES.
by the way.
So years ago, we just thought of some ideas. We threw some projects up, and they worked. And they worked. And I mean, year to date, we're about Sneaker Room and the Sneaker Room Foundation. We're about $1.2 million raised and donated back to our community. Yeah, that's right. Over $1 million. We over $1 million.
Crazy.
We over $1 million raised and donated. I mean, in 2.5 weeks, we'll be doing our turkey drive. 500 turkeys on Central Avenue.
Crazy.
I feel like Bumpy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Giving out the turkeys, just don't have the mink on.
Bro, that's fire.
We're getting back to
crazy,
we're gonna get back to the Christmas parade where we run around Jersey City, not dressed up as Santa Claus, and we go back to Marion every year, and we give all the young kids toys, all the teenagers gift cards,
Right.
and we do that, and that's what we do, and that's what we're known for. We just came back from Puerto Rico, and we we adopted 2 schools, and we gave out over 1,000 book bags. We did 3 murals in the schools. We gave out ice cream pops, and we went crazy. You know what I mean?
Bro, I know we just spoke about it, but I want to say, I just got to say it because it's on my mind right now.
Yeah.
I love how everything about you circles back to family, because the
Yeah.
Sneaker Room Foundation and like
Bro,
those guys.
just look at my staff. My staff is my family.
I was just about to say that
Yeah.
those guys is like family. Like y'all really locked in, bro.
All jokes aside, and this is crazy for a boss to say, I don't have anybody that works for me. And they'd be like, wait, you got employees?
Right.
Nobody in my store works for me. They work with me. It's as simple as that. I don't need a title. I don't need to say that I'm your boss. I don't need to say that I signed the checks because, we family. So everybody there, they work with me, not for me. I hate that word. I hate when people talk about, I hate when people have to put themselves on a pedestal to talk about like the people that work for them. Because I'm like, you work with each other every day. I go in there, bro, I clean the toilet just like them. I mop the floors just like them. We do it all together.
Right. That's fire. And I can appreciate that because, like I said, family is important to me. You make me feel like family when
You
we
are
talk,
my
when I
brother,
come
though,
around.
man.
And it's
my
just like
brother.
the thing that we have when we go hang out and we go places. We
Bro,
do day trips and shit like stuff like that.
But talk about you making me feel like your brother. The way that you and Ra are, always when we leave someplace, a checkup call to make sure you got home.
Right.
Or when we in a place, you and Mel good, you making sure that I'm good, not even worried about yourself. That's what family's supposed to be.
All right, bro. I do have a question about the room. Is it a waiting room in the medical center?
No, it's the waiting room in the women's center, Christie Care Women's Center.
There you go.
In the medical center building behind the hospital in the medical building. What
That's
about
why
it?
that was big, bro. That meant a lot to you, right? That meant a lot to you.
So I'll tell you, damn, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I'm gonna cry.
Please don't.
Because
if you cry,
yeah.
I'm gonna cry. I'm like, wait,
No.
real quick. I'm one of those people like.
Oh, so if I throw up, you gonna throw up. If I can't,
100%.
All right, I got you. No, so what happened was, all right. So here's the situation. Years ago, a good friend of mine named Brian Queen. We was out somewhere. I forgot where we was and whatever. And I don't know, maybe it wasn't Brian. I think it was Brian, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It was a good friend of mine. It was years ago. And they asked me a question. And I looked at them like they was crazy. And they said, how many times do you die? And I said, once. I said, when my heart stops, and that's it. I'm done. And they said, no, Suraj, you died twice. I said, okay, break it down to me. And this is why I'm going into this about the Christie Care Center.
Mm-hmm.
They said, you died twice. I said, okay, let me hear this. They said the first time is when your heart stops and you are pronounced dead. I said, okay, that's the only time I know. And they said that the second time you die is the last time someone on this earth says your name.
Damn.
Leave a legacy and you'll live forever. And that's what started with the Christie Care Center, because that was dedicated. We donated $75,000 to the medical center. We built this beautiful room for people, for women when they're going through problems, when they're going to get their mammograms, when they're going to get their results for cancer.
Damn, bro.
We built this room. We put a mural on the wall. It has beautiful flowers. Jeff from Sneaker Room.
Shout out to
also,
Jeff.
shout out, known as Jeff Rose King, one of the dopest artists that I've ever met, that I know that's out there. I put him against any other artist.
Right.
But he did this beautiful mural. We did a charity collaboration shoe with Nike, the Victor Cruz shoe. Shout out to my brother Vic. And what we did was we put the shoe on the wall and we left it there. But we also put the inscription that it was dedicated to my mom, Ellen Kaufman. So with that being said, every day, hundreds of people go into that room. They look at that wall, they read that inscription, and they say my mother's name. So my mother's still here. Not just with me, but with everybody else that says it. And we've had people send us emails and say, yo, this is beautiful that you've done this and this and that. And that's what it is. You go to the NIC unit, and there's something dedicated to my brother, giraffes for my brother, and and friends' parents that have passed away. You go to the Greenville annex to the hospital, what used to be the old Greenville Hospital Medical Center, and you have Sneaker Room's Green Apple Food Pharmacy that we funded the initial donation for, and it's in memory of my brother Omar. It's in memory of my brother Eric, who was one of the people I knew from Nike that passed away during COVID. And it's in memory of my brother Jimmy Estevez, who passed away of cancer. And those guys, their memories live forever. And the thing is, like, now I'm working on my dad's one, because now it's time for my dad, because my dad passed away. And then more so, now I've even incorporated, because I've been doing so much around my family, now we're doing Mel's family. So like the next thing that we want to do is when we're doing our next projects in Puerto Rico next year, we're going to put something in her dad's name and in her grandmother's name. I never met her dad because he passed away when she was younger. But of course, that's her dad. Right. Left a huge impact. But her grandmother, who was my abuela, that's abuela, that basically, from the day I met her, accepted me into her family, accepted, us having kids early. Instead of being that woman that was like against us, she was always with us. And we're going to do something in their names because we want their legacy to live on.
Right.
And the crazy thing about it is I haven't put anything in my name because I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like that should be on my kids.
Bro, you're going to have a statue in the city,
No,
bro.
It's not even about that.
Nah, bro, you're going to have a statue.
I just feel like that's for my kids to do, just like I'm doing my parents. God forbid when I go. You know what I mean? But like for my team, if you go outside the medical center, there's a wall, and I'm very proud of this. There's a Serenity Garden. I don't know, a lot of people don't know it, outside the medical center, where there's like a little patio for everybody, and there's a Serenity Garden, there's a wall there. And that wall was put up after COVID for companies and individuals that made donations during COVID to help with, the protective gear, the stuff that the hospital needed. And the fact is there was levels to it. And I love that the highest level was like JP Morgan Chase. Goldman Sachs, and then it says the Kaufman family and Sneaker Room family, and we're up there with those names.
Come on, bro.
Like we're not on the small side, and it's not. And this is the thing. It's not that I'm saying that I'm proud because we're with the big guys. I'm just proud because we're individuals from Jersey City, and that's what's there, and that's what sits there.
Bro, who I gotta talk to get a statue erected, bro? Nah, bro, because it's crazy because your reach is so. And I'm gonna go back to the beginning, bro. You said you were using a 2-bedroom apartment, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying you at the mountaintop because you probably feel like you got so much farther to go.
My brother,
but I'm telling you, bro.
But to be honest with you, I don't even feel like that, man. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I'm at the mountaintop. I don't feel like I got further to go. I feel like I'm happy.
No, not further to go. I just feel like you've done so much.
No, but
you're probably gonna do so much more,
but what
bro.
I'm saying is, if my story ended tomorrow. If all this was taken away.
God forbid, bro.
No, I'm not saying about passing away, or I'm just saying this in general.
Either way, God
appreciate
forbid.
you. But the thing about it is, I'm happy.
Nah, for sure,
like that,
bro.
That's the problem, because when people talk about the mountaintop, it's because you feel like you didn't get to where you need to be yet. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm content. Like I'm satisfied because the thing about it is, bro, like I don't need much and I don't need more. You get what I'm saying?
Just go. You
Like-
could. But that's fire, bro. You gonna have a statue, bro.
I mean, I'm okay. If
Like,
I
you
get,
on-
if
you
I get a
on
statue, I
damn-
get one. If I don't, I don't.
Nah,
I'm
you
okay.
will, bro. That's gonna be my life's work, my life's journey. I'm gonna make sure we get a statue erected. Right now, like I said, you said
Get my skinny side.
you. Gotcha. You
Or
brought
get
up,
something that's expandable. So if I get bigger, if I get lower, I can go back and forth.
right. So you brought up the mayoral race. You know,
I
in
didn't bring it
Jersey.
up.
No,
You
no, no.
brought it up.
You, no, no.
Don't put me
like
on
you
this.
said,
I didn't bring out no politics.
no, you didn't.
You
didn't.
brought
You're
this
right.
up, but let's
You're
go.
right. Like the next mayor or whatever the case may be. Now you have, I want to say, a relationship with in politics. You have relationships in politics.
Okay.
You see a future for yourself in politics?
You know what's crazy about this question? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I wanted to run for mayor this time, to be honest with you. I don't live in Jersey City, so you have to live in Jersey City. Mel didn't want to move back. But I will say this, and I have to be very humbled by this. Watch this. It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Oh, no, I can imagine, bro.
Like you know what it was? Because Steve Fulop, who's the mayor now, who'll be, leaving. Great guy. That's my boy. I got a lot of love and respect for Steve. And he put me on back in the day. He was like, yo, watch this, and this is what it is to be the mayor. And it was so crazy because he referenced The Wire from HBO.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yo, when the new mayor won, and he sat down with the old mayor, like the guy who was leaving.
Okay, I remember that.
And the episode was like, yo, so tell me what it was to be mayor on your first day. He's asking the old mayor, and the old mayor's like, yo, I walk into City Hall, mahogany desk, beautiful woodwork, but here comes this guy, Petey, I think his name was, and he walks in and he's got like this silver bowl, looks like a trophy, and he's like, I smell it, it smells like shit. And he's like, yeah, this is from the Hispanics. Shut up and eat it. 10 minutes later, Petey comes in again with another bowl. This is from the Polish. Shut up and eat it. 10 minutes later, this is from the blacks. Shut up and eat it. 10 minutes later, it's from the union people. Shut up and eat it. And the mayor was like, so what else? And he was like, you wanted to be mayor, now you got to eat everybody's shit.
Oh.
And and then watching the candidates now, we have some really good candidates. Watching them, what they go through, like it's rough. And then on top of that, my wife, I have to give her a lot of credit for this because she was like, yo, Raj, like you think it's just as easy as being popular and as knowing people and getting the votes. But she's like, there's real issues. And I went to my first mayoral debate last month. And let me tell you, she was right. Like I heard them talk and I heard them say, and I'm not saying that I couldn't keep up with them,
Right.
but I had a lot to learn. So with that being said, do I find myself? Man, you never know, man. Listen, you never know where life's gonna take you. You know what I mean? I think the problem with me being a politic is I don't shut up and I don't bullshit. So I don't know if I can do that.
That's gonna cost you the race.
I don't know if I can do that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you when I think you're wrong, and I'm not supposed to tell you when you're wrong. But I wouldn't put it past it. But you never know, man. Wherever life takes me, it takes me.
Oh, that's good, bro. Like I said, like I'm truly inspired.
Yeah, we went
by
on
it,
everything on this conversation. I like this. We went everywhere with this one.
I'm truly inspired by it, bro. Like the things that you do, the rooms that you sat in, coming from the most humblest of beginnings, and just hearing your story, how you lost so much in such a short span of time. You know what I'm saying? And then over your life, throughout your business life, taking wins and losses and losing people that you would never probably think that you would. Like, bro, like we supposed to be locked in, and now it's like I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Have I ever really known you, bro? You feel me? Like, and that's tough, bro. Like, cause with me, like I said, like when people come up to you, like when we in our element, when we chilling, and people come up with stuff that's like that has no place, right? Like right now, like we at the bar, bro. Bro, chilling, we talking, we on basically family time.
Nah, but it's cool. Like I said,
no, it's not. I'm not speaking for you.
Oh,
I'm speaking for me. When people come up to and interrupt our bonding and our conversations, I'll be like, bro, come on, dog. And
but it's also, but you got to also look at it this way. It might be the only time that they see me. It might be the only time they get to talk to me if they don't come to the store. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Get
out of here.
Well, I'm
that's
nice.
me. I ain't speaking for Suraj. I speak for me.
I'm nicer than him. That's all I can say.
I ain't speaking for him.
I'm a lot nicer than him.
I'm speaking for me. This is my brother.
I appreciate
This is the
that.
only time we get to wind down and talk.
Listen, if you want to ask any questions about sneakers, you want to come support my business, feel free to talk to me anytime, anywhere. I'm not on that with him. You can come. You can come chop it up with me. You can come ask me a question.
Just make sure I ain't around.
Yeah. Damn, I can't hang out with him no more. That's it. Don't stop my business. I can't.
Like the partnerships. You got a partnership with Adidas.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've done collabs with Nike. We've done collabs with Nike with the breast cancer shoe, a couple of them. We've done collabs with Kyrie through Nike. We've done collabs with Kyrie through Anta, and now we have a collab coming out. I haven't even said it anywhere, but all right, we have a collab coming out next year with Adidas that we're working on now. That we're doing all the work for. I actually just got the final sample today from the factory from overseas, and it's amazing.
Fire. I'm talking about the partnership. I said partnership because I saw the shoe that y'all did. Not y'all did, but like the shoe the Puerto Rican Day Parade shoe.
But that wasn't even a partnership. The funny thing about that was Adidas and us, we worked together to do the New York City Puerto Rican Day Parade, to have a float there and represent. And they sent us shoes.
Okay.
We just customized the shoes.
This is hard.
But we customized them. Because we were like, they were black, white, and blue. That's not the Puerto Rican flag.
You customized them through Adidas?
No, we did it ourselves.
Oh, that's hard.
We did it ourselves here. And then it got 1 million hits and it went crazy. And then, conversations started to happen. And good conversations. Really good conversations.
No, that's hard because I thought it was
No, that was us. That was us.
That's fire.
That was us. Shout out to Nelson. Nelson did the spray paint, airbrush work and all.
Word. That's hard, bro. What else I got for you? You see yourself having all right, we talked about politics. You're preaching the politics, right? Cool. What about teaching? Like as a professor?
I mean, I would love to. I don't think I could do that because I don't have the credentials.
I think somebody would give you like an honorary degree though.
I mean, listen,
I can see that, bro.
If you know somebody that wants to give me an honorary degree so I can go teach, I'll do that. But until that happens, I don't think it can happen. I think it'd be more me doing my little mentorship programs and my own stuff and doing it. You know what I mean? Because you have to have credentials to be a teacher. Which, again, not take anything away from them. They deserve all the accolades because listen. I go to schools a lot, and let me tell you, man, like being a teacher is not a joke.
It's really not,
especially in this day and age. Because never mind, and I was one of them. I can't front. Never mind the kids.
Right.
Dealing with the parents is a whole nother issue.
I feel like you could do it. I feel like you got the patience for it, though.
You know what it is, man. Listen, man. I just want to leave my mark, whatever that mark may be or how it is. That's what I want to do.
All right. This question came from Rod. He just texted me. He said, "How's it feel? How's it feel to have real friends?" No, I'm not going to ask him that. I'm not going to ask him that. Nah, bro. Go ahead. Get out of here. Because that's going to put him in in the spot, bro, in the corner, bro. No, I ain't going to ask him that.
Ask me a question, bro.
He said, "How does it feel to have real friends that don't use you as the sneaker plug?"
I mean, it feels good, but I mean, this is the thing though. Most of if you are my real friend, then you don't use me. So it's not like I have bad friends. You know what I'm saying either. You
That's
get what
crazy.
I mean? No, I'm just saying like
not what you said. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Not what you said, but like even in times like I don't say like, bro, I need. Like, I mean, like I'll be like,
I'm gonna say this from someone whose business is not doing too good because of the economy right now, and we are struggling.
Right.
Please call me and tell me you need a sneaker because I need the money.
Right.
Like, please, I need to keep the lights on. Please help me. Like, I don't want to downsize my staff. Like, please come support the room.
I'll be there this week.
Yeah, please come support the room. You know, we short staffed because of how slow it's gotten, and someone just left. That we can't even hire. So I'm out of retirement. So I'm back. Like I'm back on the floor, man. Like I was always on the floor here and there. I'm back now, 8 hours a day, man. I'm back on that shift.
You still got it?
Oh, I still got it, bro. I still got it. Because the best thing about me is the package price. When you see me, my guys are great. Shout out to Angel, Hammy, Destin. But when I come, they be throwing me in the back because I be trying to give stupid little deals to get stuff to move stuff. They be like, yo, go in the back. You making us like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, no, I still got it.
After everything, through it all, on this side of it, right, where we stand today, do you feel famous?
Nah.
Why not, bro?
What you mean, why not?
Why not? Why you don't feel famous? Because I feel like you are.
Nah,
you
man.
have a form like celebrity status. Like not like
it's still
not like Princess Diana.
I'm not a celebrity.
Barack
No, like
Obama.
I'm a regular person. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it really feels like. It feels great that people recognize me, right? Not because of my demeanor or what I look like, but for what I've done. Like the best thing that I've been getting lately a lot is like people are walking up to me in the street and they're just saying, yo, I love what you do for your community. And that means the world to me. Like I had a gentleman come in the other day, older gentleman on Saturday, and he walked in and he was like, yo, how much are those shoes in the window? And when we told him the price, he was like, yo, get me a size. I think it was a 8.5 for his daughter. But what I loved was while I forgot who went, I think Ivan went to get in the back. While he went to get it, the dude was like, yo, just so you know, man, I see everything you're doing in this community. I love it. And that means the world to me. Like, I love the fact that people see what we're doing because, you know, it's great. I just wish, to be very honest with you, we could get more people involved because, like, even this year with the turkey drive, it's really crazy. We put up that we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for that. We're putting for donors. And it's very slow this year. We're not getting the sponsors. We're not getting the donors. But what's crazy is this is the first year that people are calling every day the store to ask when are we doing the turkey drive because people need the turkeys.
Yo, it's
This
bad
is the
right
this
now.
is the first this is the first year we've ever had that. Every year we just put the big billboard up in the window and people know to come on that day and nobody calls up asking when it is. This is the first time ever that people are actually calling because you could tell they're hurting. And the thing that people don't understand is when I say we're looking for sponsors or donors, like bro, sponsorship starts at like $500, let's just say, right? And for businesses, that's not a lot if you have a lucrative business. But donors is $5 or $10. Like, you know what I mean? Like a turkey costs about $20. So like if you got an extra $20, you could buy somebody a turkey. Like you could give it to us and we'll put it and buy a turkey. That's what I say. Like I just wish, to be honest with you, I wish all these people that are telling us, hey, we see what you're doing so great in the community, would come and be a part of our community.
Right.
Because that's the thing. Like I can't do it on my own. And my team can't do it on our own. We need people to come in and be like, yo, I got $20. Yo, I got $10. Because bro, honestly, when it comes to give backs, every dollar counts. Like when you think about it, you go to ShopRite and what do they ask you at ShopRite? Do you want to donate $1 to St. Jude?
Right. No, yeah.
It's $1. Or even like some of the supermarkets, they round up. It's change. But you know what that change becomes? When there's a million people rounding up 12, 13 cents, it becomes 12 or 13 million.
Right.
And that's what we trying to get to.
Bro, hella give backs, hella hats you wear. I mean,
I still got my Jersey City hat on though.
nah, for sure. Does it inspiring the people from where you're from? I would imagine that means a lot to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever feel like imposter syndrome? Because it's like
Feel what?
Imposter syndrome?
What's that mean?
It's like basically like you don't.
Imposter syndrome. I never heard of that one.
No, it's a real thing. It's like you don't feel like you deserve like you. Yeah, like if I say, yo, man, I see what you're doing, I appreciate it, and you be like, nah.
Because the truth of the matter is, anybody could do what I do. They just choose not to. That's the thing. I'm not doing anything special. Like I'm being honest. I don't like everything I'm doing, the give backs and all, there are people out there organizing stuff like this.
Right.
There are people giving back to their community. The thing about it is, I feel like the thing is just some people choose not to do it. That's why I don't feel like when everybody gives me like, you know, these accolades, I don't really take them sometimes because I don't feel like I'm doing anything special. I just feel like I'm being who I'm supposed to be.
No, but you are though, bro.
I mean, I appreciate it, but
bro, you really going crazy, bro. Like, I see you as a, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term, a beacon of hope, because we know your story, bro. Well, like anybody from Marion could look to you and say, yo, like dog.
And that's why lately I've been trying to get more involved with the people in Marion, going back, doing stuff like we did. You know, we did a book bag thing down there. We did we do the Christmas toy drive. Like, I want to be back there, you know what I mean? Like, The other day we went down and we brought an ice cream truck down there. Stuff like that, little simple things because, bro, like, I don't know, man. I'm...
Bro, we got to get a block name.
But the world that we live in, man, I'm afraid for the youth. Like, our kids are pretty much grown. Rob, my brother, I love you to death, but, like, I worry about baby L's generation because the world is not going in the right place right now. It's not going in the right direction. And I feel like that's what we have to worry about now. You know what I mean? So it's scary, man. That's why I try just to, you know, leave my mark, talk to people, push the envelope, and get stuff done.
You're a humble dude, bro. I don't know many people that I could I could point to. I feel like I know maybe a half a handful of people that I could point to that I could imagine that would treat life the way that you treat it. You know what I'm saying? Given
It's because I've lost so much.
so from the outside looking in. You understand? Like if I'm looking at you, if I'm across the bar and I see you and I see you with your friend, with us having a conversation that we have, interacting with the people that we interact with, and I know a little bit. I'm like, I don't even know your story. I just know you own the sneaker room, and you know what I'm saying. You having a blast with life, and your family is beautiful. All I know is what I see on Instagram.
Yeah,
you feel me? If I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying. So like,
but that's why my Instagram is real. Like you got the store Instagram, then you got the Real Suraj 201, and on the Real Suraj 201, I show it all.
No, facts.
I show my family. I show parts of my business. I show a lot of the philanthropy. But I also show when I'm sitting in my room at night and it's midnight and I'm thinking about my parents and I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? And I put there be nights that I be thinking about my family. Or I show that on a Sunday I go to the cemetery to put flowers down for my family because that's the only place I can go visit them.
Bro,
See, I let everybody know the ups and downs of it because the problem is when it comes to Instagram and when it comes to social media, everybody just shows the highs. They don't show the lows. And that's the problem. That's why kids put so much pressure on themselves because they only see the highs. They think that nobody has lows. All these influencers never show a low. You know what I'm saying? You got to show that we're vulnerable too. You know what I'm saying? Like we're human beings. We go through stuff. You know what I mean? Like I talk about it real, bro. Like listen, like you said, you started the conversation over the perfect question. And I've never been asked that to begin something with. How's your mental health? Listen, how's my mental? Like I said, it's as good as can be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I live a life where I to be very honest with you, and if you want me to be vulnerable, I'll be vulnerable. A lot of the times, the reason why I do all this shit and the reason why I am so busy and the reason why I'm trying to keep busy and try is so that I don't think about the past.
Right.
So that I don't think about what I've lost. So I don't think about the ones. Like, think about it this way. Started this business after my mom passed away in 06, right? Turned it up, did a lot of good things. My mom never got to see one thing of it. Of course, they say she's looking down and she sees it from heaven, but she never got to see one thing of it. My mom would have been the funniest person in my store working with me at the register. My mom was a trip. She'd had a blast. My brother never got to see any of this that I got to do. My dad, thank God, he got to see almost all of it. And like that's why like when the block party comes and we just had our block party, this was the second one. He passed away in October. We did it in August. He was there in 22. And this is the second one without him. And my dad would come up every year to the block party and just chill with us. That's why I put a picture of him on the stage. Because the thing about it is he would come up to me and it's crazy because my dad, all jokes aside, old school Indian, he didn't really understand why we did all this give back and all that. Like he gave back, small ways, donation here to the temple, little things. But he never understood everything that I did. But he was at every event that I did. And like now, that's the problem. That's the problem that I have. Because every event that he was with, I still have to keep them going. But he's not with me there by my side. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, my dad would be when you get good news, the first people you call, and you know this, bro, because you've been where I've been, the first person you want to call is your mother.
Word up.
I can't call my mom. You know what I'm saying? Right. Second person you want to call is your father. Can't call my father. Third person would be your brother. Can't call my brother. My kids never got to meet their uncle. You know what I'm saying? Tough, my son Angel, he had 5.5 years with my mom. Destin had 2 months. He don't know my mom. He don't know how she was and who she was. You know what I'm saying? And then they got all these years with my dad, and it was great. And so I'll give you a prime example. Best thing someone said to me at my dad's funeral. They came to the funeral and they saw we had boards of pictures of my dad. And we had a video playing with my dad. And they were like, yo, Raj, the fact that you got this many memories with your dad is amazing. And I said, yeah, because that's all that meant it to me. Like money didn't mean nothing to me. That's it. It was going out. Like the night before my dad passed away, we were at the racetrack, me, my wife. So you want to see family dynamic? Me, my wife, and my 2 kids was at Meadowlands Racetrack. We had dinner at my house. We had pizza, my dad's favorite. Went to Meadowlands Racetrack, betting on the horses, having some fun. My dad had a Heineken. He shared French fries with my son, Destin, and he was gone the next day. So, that's my family dynamic. That's why I try to keep my family tight. I try to keep it close. And also, I don't know, man. It's just, it's real.
It is, bro. And that got to be heavy, bro. Because, similarly, my uncle's in a similar situation. He had 5 brothers. It was 6 boys, his mother and his father. He's the last of his family. You know what I'm saying? Like that, as far as that goes. You know what I'm saying? And your situation, I would imagine that's heavy. You feel me? Like, I lost my mother and my father in 2009.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel
you
me?
know it.
That was tough,
Yeah.
bro. But I can't imagine being the last.
You
know
know,
what I mean?
the thing that's good about me is I have people like yourself. I have people like Rod, people like German. I have people like my brother Tone. I have my boy Derek, my brother Sharif. I have people that are my brothers. So they've taken that space that I wouldn't have somebody to call or to talk to. They've taken that space for my brother. You know, nobody will ever take my mom and dad. You know what I mean? But everybody's mom and dad passes away. That's just it's inevitable. But
bro.
I get at least I have, like you said, like there is no other siblings, but I have siblings.
That's
why
right.
that's why I hold on tight to the people that are in my circle. That's why I hold on so tight to them.
Right.
Because that's my family. And what's dope about it is it's like extended, because then, like, you know, like everybody that we're talking about, the names that we're dropping, their wives are family now. And we have a tight-knit group of friends that are just family. You know what I mean?
Bro, you smoking it, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like everything you doing, everything you've accomplished up until today, everything you've accomplished, you're nothing short of an inspiration to probably for generations to come.
I mean,
you know what
bro,
I'm saying? Because you've literally sat in rooms and created rooms. You know
Listen,
what I'm
bro,
saying? That's crazy, bro.
Well, the thing about it, like I said, man, I'd be shocked at some of the rooms I've been in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people that I've sat with, I don't even boast and put it up, because sometimes I have to take a step back and be like, damn, was I really in that room?
That's
You know what I mean?
crazy,
Like, did I
bro.
really meet this person? Did I really meet that person? And you know what the thing that matter is, bro, like, you just have to, listen, man, I'll tell you something that somebody asked me today. He said, yo, Suraj, if you could go back and look at 18-year-old, 19-year-old Suraj, what would be the one thing you would tell your old self?
That's a fire question.
That's what somebody asked me. All right, so let me ask you it first. Let's see your answer. If you could go back to 19-year-old Al, what would you tell him? One thing.
You got the right idea.
Okay. You know what I would tell the Siraj? Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. That's it. Because that's the thing. The problem is we are so worried about what's next. We're worried about how to get there. We're worried about to get to the top, right? We don't take a deep breath to just be like, yo, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. We're going to be cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the other thing is we put too much pressure on ourselves. All of us, as men, as women, as husbands, as fathers, as siblings, whatever businessmen, we put too much pressure, because the thing about it is, people don't understand is, I always use this, and I'm not a sports fan. You guys know me. I'm not a sports fan. But I always use this analogy that I came up with. In baseball, right? There's 3 strikes and you're out. Right? In life, as long as you keep swinging, you're never out.
Right.
There's no amount of strikes.
Right.
So you just keep swinging. Business, keep swinging. Life, keep swinging. Business, health, keep swinging. Do something. Like that's the problem. We just put so much weight of the world on our shoulders that we have to do this. We have to do, and it's like, yo, for what?
But people also often talk like instant gratification is a problem of today. Like, people want instant gratification as a problem of today.
Bro,
That's always been a problem.
But I'm a curse. I'm a curse from it, right? Fuck gratification, man.
For sure. No,
That's
I
it.
I
like,
agree.
yo, like, you don't need gratification, bro. Like, listen, bro, I don't need, like you said, all right, they're gonna put a statue of me, right? I don't need a goddamn statue. I know what I did.
I need you to have a statue.
You know, okay.
But listen,
but you get what I'm saying.
I only
Like,
say the gratification.
But the problem is that's what people want, or people want the accolades.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? The hell with the accolades, man. Are you doing it for the accolades, or are you really doing it to give back?
So that's what I'm saying. I agree with your point, because it's like people want the thing now.
Yeah, but the problem is that, but those are the people that we're talking about, right?
Right.
That they don't know what really counts.
For sure.
They don't know what really matters.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? If you won't, like, yo, we put up a video. If I get 100 views, right? Oh, that's not good enough, somebody would say. Nah, that's good. 100 people looked at it. I'm cool.
Right.
Nah, I didn't get 10,000. All right, well, if 10,000 is what gratifies you and makes you feel good at night,
right,
hope you get your 10,000. If I get one person that saw it and, yo, Raj, that was dope, I'm cool, bro. One person, we're good. That's one more person that knows what we're doing. Simple.
Right. What's next for Suraj and
Sleep.
And I was gonna ask that question too. I was gonna ask, like, yo, like, you do so much throughout the day. Like, what is your sleep schedule
bro,
like?
I don't. Yo, you know what? You want to hear what's crazy, bro? This you're gonna get me to be real open today about this. All right. So, the one thing that scares me in life, right? Now I've been through it all, is death, because it's the unknowing.
Right.
Because it's that one day you're going to close your eyes and that's it. Not going to see your loved ones again. You're not going to see nothing. You know, we talk about heaven, we talk about hell, but no one's ever come back to tell us if it's real or not. So it's crazy. And my wife knows it's like a lot of times I stay up almost all night just with my mind racing about stuff. So I think more and more so I stay so active and so busy just so that I am tired, so I do fall asleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't even got no control over it.
Exactly. Because otherwise if I'm not tired, I'm gonna keep roll racing.
Right.
So but I get like, yo, if I'm lucky, I get 6 hours a night sleep. 6-7 hours is my call.
Sometimes like we'll speak early in the day. And then like I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up like 2 o'clock and I'll post something on the internet and you'll be like,
I like it.
Word,
I mean,
bro.
I like comment.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what does this dude's sleep schedule like?
Nah, because you know what it is, man. It's crazy to say this, but like, yo, I cherish every minute of life, and the more I could be awake doing stuff, the happier I am. Because they always just say that old saying, like, I'll sleep when I die. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Like I want to get everything out of this thing called life. I want every minute. I want every second. Like I want to be able to do it. That's why I'm always trying to run around, do 5 things in a day because I'm like, yo, I got 24 hours. All right, let's do 18 of these and let's keep it rocking. Right. Like I want to go here, go there, do that. Like I be running.
You know what I want to ask you too now? That I think about
it. You ask me a lot.
No, like what do you stand on franchising?
Nah. Two things about it. First of all, the economy's not there to even have another location or another door. That's one. Mm-hmm. And 2, franchising is the problem with that is nobody ever runs your business the way you run your business. Okay. Nobody ever keeps it the way you are. Like we're a community store, we're family oriented. The next person might not want to do turkey drives. The next person might not want to do this. I'm happy, bro. Like to be honest with you, listen, man. If you know, listen, God, whoever you call him or her or she, whatever you want to call it, because I believe in everybody's gods. You know, I just hope that, you know, knock on wood, the business lasts to where it can keep going. We can keep doing our community stuff, and I'm happy, bro. I don't want to be bigger than what we are. I don't want to be better than what we are. I just want to be who we are. Right.
That's fire, bro. That's fire, bro. I always thought I just now thought about it. Like, yo, like you, like not necessarily. I don't want to say Foot Locker, but like just. To have multiple sneaker rooms. But like you said, like everybody not going to do it like you do it.
I feel like it's the same reason why, like not only just in a franchise, it's the same reason why there are other businesses, not even just sneakers, or just other businesses, right? That don't give back to their city. Right. That don't put on for their city. They just don't want to do it. So that's cool. Like we do ours.
And I love the way you do it, yo. Like giving back the block party, the turkey giveaway. The new thing is
we're trying to get local businesses to come in with us and work with us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because local business, funny, like I be watching and some of these small businesses, they'll pay somebody $1,000 to $2,000 a month to run their Instagram. Right. But they only got 280 followers. So you're paying that person $2,000 for 280 people that already follow you to see what they already know. Right. When I be like, yo, like if you come and donate $500 to our turkey drive, we're going to shoot the video. We're going to collaborate with you on the post. We're going to tag you in the post. Mm-hmm. And you get all of our followers, which I hate that word followers, first of all. Like, I got a pet peeve. I'm going to go on my pet peeve, right? So here's my thing. In life, you have children. We teach our kids to not be followers, to be leaders. Why the hell is it okay on social media for people to walk up to a grown man or grown woman and say, I love following you? Mm-hmm. No. Just think about how the world would change if we got rid of the word follower and put supporter. On Instagram. So, I got 140,000 supporters. I don't have followers. Same thing with when someone be like, yo, follow me back. Support me back.
Yeah, support my movement, bro.
Change the word. One word. Changes the world. One word. Instagram. If you listening, call the brother up. Got it. You know what I'm saying? No, but it's the same thing because like even Facebook. It shouldn't be friends because they're not really your damn friends. Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fact.
Like, because that's the problem. That's the problem with kids. Kids fall into that. Oh, I know. I'm your Facebook friend. Ooh, hold on a minute. You're not my friend.
No,
you know what I'm saying. Like some people are.
No, that makes sense. Facebook friend and friends is different. Yeah, I differentiate all the time.
I think we should put words that actually mean something because we can't tell a person to be a leader, a young kid to be a leader, and then say, yo, it's cool to follow 50,000 people and follow their movement. No, support their movement. Makes a lot of sense.
Another question, real quick.
Why real quick? We leave it?
I know. No. I know we talked because I know we talked about so much. The first location was it 267 Central?
Nope.
467.
Nope. Yeah, you ain't do your homework.
What is it? What was the number?
Huh? Come on, keep going.
What was the
I'm
number?
gonna let you rock.
I know the last number's a 7.
But you on the first location on Central Avenue.
On Central, that's what I'm saying. On Central.
You're not down on 210 Brunswick Street.
No.
210. Okay, so
I'm talking-
267 Central. Yes.
All right, 267 Central.
Yes.
Even on Brunswick.
Brunswick was downtown Brunswick Street. Go ahead.
That thought opening your first door.
Yeah.
Give me like your first thought process.
My brother, like my mom, like I said, my mom passed away. I got the stock in the mail, and I was like, yo, I should do the sneaker thing. This was 2006. There was no resale market like now. So you was trying to buy a shoe for $150, tip the manager $25, so $175, and then you was selling it for $200. There wasn't like nowadays where there was money to be made, so that's why I went out of business.
Right, but no, this is yours though.
Yeah, it was
You feel
mine.
me?
My first store. I borrowed money from my dad. Shout out to my dad.
Was you like, oh, fuck, or what? Like, what was that process?
Oh no, it was just, bro. You see this studio that we're in? My store was a quarter the size of the studio. It was 300 square feet. That's it. I had a closet. That's it. It was 300 square feet. I had a closet, and I had a buzzer on the door. You know what my security system was?
The buzzer. What?
Destin sitting in the playpen in the middle of the store because I couldn't afford a babysitter. So I was like, yo, if you're gonna steal something while I go, and mind you, the closet was literally like the stock room was like this big, like from here to here. But I was like, if you're gonna steal something in front of my kid, man, God forbid. So it was. I mean, listen, bro, it was an idea. It was humble beginnings. But it was fun. I mean, that's where we met people. That's where we had Fat Joe, Lupe Fiasco, all of these dudes coming through on his small little store on the block. So it was fun.
Bro. Then it went to Central.
Then it went to 267 Central, but then it wasn't Sneaker Room. So what happened, let me give you the rundown of the story. Started out on Brunswick Street. Did it for 2 years, couldn't keep it going, wasn't the money there. Then went to, again, being a Jersey City native, worked at KD's on MLK.
That's where we met.
That's where we met. Worked at KD's and MLK. Then when they opened up Six Borough in Newark, went to Six Borough, worked there. Then met the right people, got the right idea, had a business partner at that time, opened up Takeover in Montclair. Then when I opened up Takeover in Montclair, then we opened up on Central Avenue, 267 Central, but it was Takeover. And then a year after that, me and my partner was having issues, wasn't a good partnership or whatever, separated.
We ain't gonna speak on it.
Yeah, it's not even like that.
We just ain't gonna speak on it.
No, we really not gonna speak. No, we stop. So then he kept the one in Montclair, and he kept the name and everything. And then I kept the one in Jersey City, and that's when I turned it back to the name Sneaker Room, because that's what I started with.
Right.
And then from there, we went and opened up 895 Broadway in Bayonne.
I was there.
And then what happened? Yeah, you didn't get your grapes. And then what happened was, when I thought about taking this risk and open a big store on Central Avenue, it didn't make sense to have two within 7 miles, because then you'd have a bigger rent on Central Avenue, another rent in Bayonne, 2 staffs. So combined it all into one to Central Avenue, and then we've been in that location. March will make 10 years in that location. And then what's really dope that's coming up, and I'm really proud of it, because although it's been up and down, like partnership here, partnership there, working for, Sneaker Room was established October of 2006. That's when we opened our doors. I have the plaque at my house. Next year, 26 makes 20 years. And that's something that I'm really proud of. Like I said, because nothing's promised tomorrow. I hope we can survive this recession and this economy to be there in October. You
will, for sure.
Listen, I'm from your mouth to God's ears, my brother. 100%. I mean that, but we're pushing forward, and it'll be 20 years that we've been in this business doing all this stuff.
Right. Yo, like when you talk, right, it's always positive. Like you don't ever talk about like nerves or nothing like that, or fear or shit like that.
Oh
like,
man, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared every night.
Like I don't get that for you though. You know what I'm saying?
Because here's my thing. Ready? Why do I want to put negativity, right, and thoughts into you?
Right.
I'd rather be positive for you and let me deal with my negatives, just like you deal with your demons by yourself.
Right.
I don't need to put my stuff onto you to make you get scared with me, because that's not what someone does. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just like this. It's crazy because like even though I want you to be like, yeah, when I opened up my first door, I was, you know what I mean? But you just don't say that. Like you just don't go there, bro. Like
bro, the thing about it is, truth of the matter is, right, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Right.
It's already written. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already written, bro. Like, especially in the Hindu religion, which my dad was, they say that the day you're born is the day your death is written. That's it. Like when my dad went, that was written 82 years ago when he was born. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think that, bro, whatever's gonna happen, like, why do I need to put negativity in the world? Why, like, listen, am I scared? 100% am I scared? I'm scared of everything, bro. Like,
Right.
I'm
It's just
scared. I'm scared of life. I'm scared of the recession.
nah.
I'm scared of my son's, what, in another country. You know what I mean? I'm scared of all that stuff. I worry about my wife. I worry about my kids. I worry about baby L. I worry about your kids. I worry about all of us.
Right.
But the thing about it is, if you put that negativity, sometimes negativity comes to you. So I try to put positivity so we get positivity attracted to us and it keeps going.
Bro, it's good. It's good to sit down and have this conversation with you in front of the people that's gonna see it, because we get a glimpse into how your brain works. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know if
saying?
it works the right way, but it works.
Nah, for sure it worked. For sure it worked the right way. It's inspiring and uplifting, because it's like, your outlook on just fear and just being mindful of your surroundings and the people that's in your vicinity. It's like, don't put the negativity out there, because you never know how it's gonna echo throughout your circle of friends or the people that care about you. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, if you don't look worried, then I'm not gonna be worried about you being worried. So that diminishes my ability to be worried about. You know what I'm saying?
It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect.
For sure. That's fire, bro. Like your thought process is just different, bro. And you easy to talk to. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you got me sad. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because all this talk
Wait, why?
because all this talk about the good stuff, it just got me thinking about my parents, my brother. You got me. You
Oh,
got me in
bro.
my. Nah, it's good. It's good talks, but
Nah, for
I get like that when because like. It's crazy to keep hearing like, yo, you've done this, you've done that, and then that they wasn't here to spend that moment or that minute with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I don't mean I don't mean for it to be like that. I just want you. I
it's
just
not
want
you.
you.
That's you want me to be vulnerable. I'm being vulnerable,
True,
bro. Like,
but I wanted to be more about like how much you do for us.
well, bro, the truth of the matter is, man, like, to be honest with you, I just want it to continue. Like, I don't want it to just be Suraj. I want it to be the next dude with Suraj. I want it to be the next kid under Suraj.
Right.
I want it to be my man to the left. I want it to be my man to the right. You get what I mean? Because the thing about it is, like, and y'all help me all the time, like, it's not necessarily always money. You get what I mean? It's manpower. It's moving stuff around. It's getting stuff done for these events. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, if all of us, including myself, even though I think I have a lot of it, but all of us, if all of us just cared and gave a little bit more to humanity, it'd be a better world.
For sure, bro.
That's simply put. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about how much money we give. It's not about that. But it's about, when was the last time you held the door for somebody? When was the last time you said good morning to somebody? Perfect. Exactly. When was the last time you said good morning? When was exactly? No, because I know the people. This is the thing. I know the people that are here in this room with me. So I know this is not me telling y'all that. But to the people out there that I'm talking to with the camera, that's what I'm saying. Like, when was the last time you did something good and it doesn't cost $1? It's not when did you give somebody this, when did you give somebody that. It's just the fact of when did you say hello to somebody. Because, sometimes, like, even me, I'll be having a bad day and somebody saying, good morning, Raj, how you?
Right.
Thanks, bro. That made me,
That shift your thought process.
It felt good. Like, sometimes it's as simple as that. It's not all about this, about this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I look at things a little differently with life.
Bro, you're a people person, bro. And I think, I don't know. That mean a lot to me, bro. Because
I appreciate you.
Because
I don't know why it took you 3 years to get me on this podcast. It meant so damn much to you, but all right.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, what?
Most people,
what? Positive Raj still got jabs. Just
for
so
sure,
you know,
for sure.
Positive Raj got jabs. We got real sensitive, but we can get real funny.
Most people.
You know, Halloween's over with that orange hat, right? Oh, my bad. All right, let's go. Keep going.
most business people, most people in business don't really that I've encountered don't necessarily have your
thought
process.
You know why, right?
Why you gonna say?
Because I'm not a businessman. I'm a human being first.
Exactly.
That's it.
And a lot
That's it. That's as simple as that.
You big on saying, like, all interactions and relationships don't have to be transactional.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Bro, I keep telling everybody that. I'm like, I'm so sick of transactional relationships. Like, it shouldn't be about a transaction, bro.
Right.
Like, we should have an interaction, not a transaction. Right. It's crazy. Like, it's like,
and that's important to me, because sometimes you just.
How many times I gotta tell people, you could come to the store and just say hello and chill. You don't gotta buy nothing.
Nah, word.
I be telling, I'm like, you do know there's 4 chairs in the back. We could kick it. We could chop it up. We could have some fun. You ain't gotta buy nothing.
Nah, some days I just go in. I'll be in there for a minute and I'll be like, yo, damn, I came here to get sneakers.
But as long as people don't come in with their plates of food and try to eat in my store, that's my pet peeve.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Some people, I'm just saying, some people. That's my pet peeve. Like, yo, we just clean the store, clean the floor. You want to come in with your plate of food? Like, yo, what's up, man?
Smelling like
I'm
gravy in that.
See what I'm saying? I'm glad he acknowledged it without me saying it. You feel me? Like, I didn't want to get there.
Word, nah, man. So I don't know. I think we chopped it up a lot, bro.
I mean, yeah, I like it, man. What's next? Wait, first of all, hold on.
You. What's up?
What's next for Union Street before we get into all Raj and all this? Like, what? Because I've watched your other podcasts. Mm-hmm. I think this one's a lot different than all of them.
Oh no, for sure.
This is a lot. You ain't asked me no crazy questions. We ain't get into all that other stuff. So I'm just saying, like,
so
it just shows where Union Street doesn't have to be only that way. It could be this way too.
Right.
And it opens up a lot of doors.
So one thing is coming up. We're gonna have a lot more conversations about business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I want to get better on the business side of this thing.
I got
you know
that.
what I'm saying? I have a decent understanding of entertainment and how to put a good product out there for people to enjoy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All different types of people. People that enjoy the conversation that we had, and the people that enjoy the vulgar side, and the conversations I have about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm working on a project similar to this.
I mean, I would love to.
Shout out to my brother Julian, JRT's Helping Hands. He came up with an idea, and we're gonna take it to another one. So you know how you got a podcast and all this? Mm-hmm. I'm about to start one. All right.
Word, that's
fine. But it's not a podcast. But it's not a podcast.
But you just told us, you just gave us the scoop on two different things today.
But
so
But you want to know what the name of it? You want to know what we're calling it?
Yes, I do.
You ready for it?
Yes.
I'm gonna drop it here because I like it. So it's recorded, so everybody knows it's mine and Julian's idea.
Right.
We're gonna do a give cast. And we're going to just talk about giving back. We're going to highlight people that give back, and we're going to work on giving back and making this world better. We're going to do a give cast. No podcast, give cast.
That's tough.
Yeah. He came up with this idea, and it sparked a lot of concept, a lot of conversations. And then actually, like, see how you're giving me a platform to come here and talk about what I do and how I do it. There's a lot of other me's out there that are doing it that don't get these platforms, and then somehow try to get companies that would want to help that organization to give with them after they hear how they give. So we working on something.
You got to tell a story about your first ever donation.
First ever?
The 75.
No, that wasn't my first donation.
No, not the first one. Your biggest, like your first biggest joint.
No. If you really want to go to Humble Beginnings. So there's a hospital in Portland called the Dornbecker Children's Hospital.
Okay.
And that hospital, the freestyle.
You go to the auction.
Yeah, I go to the auction every year. But my man Mike, great guy, Mike D. He was working at Nike. He was one of the original, like, old school Nike employees. Mm-hmm. And he worked with the hospital to raise money for the hospital. And they would do, like, all this different stuff. They would do, like, back in the day, like a circus to raise money, this and that. And his 13-year-old son, Connor, one day tells him, like, hey, Dad, you know you work at Nike, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, so why don't you make shoes to raise money? And that's where Connor's idea became the Dornbecker Freestyle every year that you see those 6 shoes designed by kids. Right. That was Connor's idea. So circle back years and years ago when Sneaker Room was, like this, I'm talking about maybe 10, 12 years ago. Right. I copied their idea. Mike's my man, so I can say this. I copied their idea. Right. I was like, all right, cool. I went on Nike ID one day. Remember Nike ID? Mm-hmm. I designed 31 pink Air Max 1s with elephant print. Right. Bought them for, I think they were like $150 at the time. Brought them back, lasered them to say 1 of 31, 2 of 31, 3 of 31. Made a box for them. Crazy, and then we sold them. And we raised $15,000. And that was our first actual give back. And we donated the money that time to Memorial Sloan Kettering. And then we did 2 more of those, and we did like Mount Sinai and stuff. And then the funny thing about how Medical Center works was I knew I was about to raise X amount of money, so I called up the hospital just randomly. I was like, y'all want to donate some money. Who do I talk to? Bro. And they transferred me to this girl named Meg Condrich. That she's not there anymore. Meg's in Arizona. She works with Make-A-Wish. She's a phenomenal individual.
Shout out to Meg.
And she was like, why don't you come down and meet me? She was very cool. First person ever that when she heard I wanted to donate money, just didn't say how much you want to donate. Mm-hmm. And we sat down and we talked, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. She was like, you could have full reign on the project. Because one thing that I do, and it's a lot different, is when I donate money to an organization or a foundation, I like to have control of where the money goes. Right. Because I don't want, if I'm donating $100,000, right, that we worked hard to raise, that's crazy, bro. I don't want $20,000 to go to the actual cause and $80,000 to go to administration fees.
Right.
So that's what we do. So we have control. And then another one, if people want to get involved, something really big, hear it here first. It's only been announced one other place at the Jersey City Medical Center golf outing, which is our big event. Mark your calendars, save your dates. April 16th. It's a Thursday, April 16th, 2026.
That's my sister's birthday.
Okay, so tell your sister you can't go out with her that night or bring her to what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sneaker Room's first ever sneaker gala in partnership with the Jersey City Medical Center. We're doing it at a location in Jersey City. You come, put your tux on, put your suit on. Girls, get your dresses, get your gowns on, but you got to wear kicks.
Fire.
And then there'll be some awards for that. And I'm taking it old school, like on fundraising, but I'm taking it old school. We're doing a exquisite tricky tray. So we're doing an old school tricky tray with the tickets, but there are going to be some great prizes. And it's just going to be a night to relax, a night to chill.
You do good prizes
and all
too,
that
bro.
stuff that we're doing is gonna go to the pediatrics in the medical center. I'm not sure yet where we're gonna put the funds, but we partner with the medical center. And even with that one, like that's the cool thing. Like think about it. We're taking a hospital, a major hospital that's part of the R.W. Barnabas system. That's the biggest system in New Jersey, and we're getting them to do something around sneakers.
That's crazy.
Like you get what I'm saying? We're taking them out of their realm. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have fun with this, man.
See, that's the thing too, bro. Because it's like you did that. You doing this, bro. That's crazy.
It's not crazy. Yo, you know what it is, man? I'm gonna tell you something. It's not crazy. You know what it is, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just having passion and having love for what you do. That's all it is. It's not crazy.
No,
because I'm telling
bro.
you, like, I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be humble. I'm just saying, everybody out there, if you watching this, yo, everything that I'm doing, you could do. That's it. That's it. We all could do this. The problem is, you just gotta want to do it and you gotta try to do it. That's all it is. That's it.
I mean, crazy. Like, just like, damn, bro.
We gonna see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what happens. We gonna see.
All faith that everything works out.
I
bro.
mean, that's what we
I
can
know
do.
it will, but damn, that's tough, bro.
I made it, man. I'm on Union Street.
Yeah.
Ooh, I made it. I like it over here.
I got to sit down with you.
I like it over here. I like it over here.
Word, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Like, I don't know. I probably said it a bunch of times. They probably tired of hearing me
Stop
say
saying.
it.
I'm tired of saying it, man.
Bro, you really smoked it, bro. Like, and you continue to smoke it to this day. Like, you really going crazy. You really doing your thing and just being an inspiration. Be like I go back to it, being a beacon of hope.
Now I got to do my plug at the end because we ended. I could tell it's the end.
You got to, yeah.
Make sure you follow Sneaker Room at Sneaker Room, the real Suraj 201. But realistically, all jokes aside, man, just try to get with us, man. Not on a sneaker thing. If you want to come support the store and buy a pair of kicks, buy a pair of kicks. But all jokes aside, tap in with us for some of the give backs that we do, man. Really, honestly, give back.
That's the important part.
We do a lot of stuff in the community. I mean, like we do bingo. We got bingo with the seniors coming up. We feed the people. We do stuff like that. We do, I'm trying to do a kickball tournament because I think kickball is the one sport that everybody could play. Like everybody, baseball, softball, you gotta be athletic. Kickball, you ain't gotta be athletic. You gotta kick the ball. Like it's not that hard. And like and listen, if anybody has ideas that they're working on, like listen, we're down to collaborate. But just remember when I use the word collaborate, it's not donate. Let's change that for a minute because everybody always calls and I'm doing this. Raj, you got some money? And I'm like, damn, that's not a collaboration. That's a donation. Like if you got some stuff that you want to work on and you want to talk about it, let's do it. Or if you just need some advice, man, I love to talk to people and I'm always down to just give some advice and kick it and see what we can do together, man. Because one hand washes the other, man. Two hands wash the face. You feel me?
Facts. That's important. You can just volunteer too, like just to be a helping hand, just to participate.
Listen, man,
my back,
I'm getting old. My back hurt. I need somebody to help me with the boxes.
Word up. Well, I mean, like you said, pull up, support, show love, follow the Sneaker Room, follow the real Suraj.
Follow Union Street.
Follow Union Street, show love. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say again, thank you, bro. Thank you for pulling up and having this conversation.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
Thank you for allowing me to dive deep into who Suraj
I ain't cry, man.
is.
I didn't cry.
Nah, word. You know what I mean?
That's it.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Love you, bro.
All love. You know that, my brother.